It's another week, and it's another edition of your favorite show, Chair Shot Reality on WrestleZone.com. Josh Eisenberg, please follow me at Josh Eisenberg4 on Twitter. I'm happy to kick things off this week about the big story of the week. Don't hinder Jinder, swipe right, this isn't delete. Jinder Mahal is the new #1 contender for the WWE World Championship, and he will face, most likely, almost 100% sure, Money in the Bank Shorty, what you think, Randy Orton at WWE Backlash in a handful of weeks. I want to be really quick and really brief with my opinions of this. I said a lot of it on my reaction articles that you can see on WrestleZone.com. I like it. It's going to be interesting to see what they do in the next 5 or 6 weeks to make me a believer in what they're trying to do with Jinder Mahal. But in addition of the Bollywood boys makes me think that Jinder Mahal's plans are not just for 3 or 4 weeks, that they're looking to establish and develop some sort of stable to reach the Indian market. I already know what Labar is going to say about the Indian market and how it's huge and how they've been trying to do it for so many years to capitalize into that area. So I'll let Justin talk more about that in a few minutes here when we toss it to him in studio. But I want to tell you this, Jinder Mahal is a guy that has worked his ass off, has gotten back to WWE, and yeah, he's had a bunch of squash matches on WWE Raw, but look what Zack Ryder did before becoming the United States Champion. He was basically a joke. They gave him an opportunity and he succeeded. Now Zack Ryder has fallen back down that ladder a little bit, but I like Jinder Mahal because I think he's different, he's refreshing. Would I have picked Jinder Mahal out of 10 other people on the SmackDown roster to face Randy Orton? No, I wouldn't. I would have given it to probably Luke Harper or maybe Sami Zayn or Baron Corbin before. But what SmackDown is doing is having their established guys resurrect that mid-card title, the United States Championship, which is held by Kevin Owens, and I'll have a Kevin Owens and AJ Styles feud. Do they really, really need the World Championship around their waist right now? Or would it benefit Jinder Mahal a lot more and see if he can sink or swim if he had an opportunity at the World Championship? People are buzzing. People are talking. That's what this is all about. And WWE did a really good job at surprising us and giving us a reason to maybe tune in next week. You might not think he's the best option, but he's a new and fresh option. WWE SmackDown has been called the land of opportunity. And what an opportunity for Jinder Mahal. I'm excited to see what happens. Skeptical that they might fall off in a month or two, but I'm going to give them an opportunity to persuade me. But I want to know from you guys in studio as I send it over to Justin in studio. Justin, what does WWE need to do to change the perception about Jinder Mahal?
Thank you, Josh. LeVar, Juice, let's get into it. Jinder Mahal, the top.
Jinder Mahal will win the WWE Championship.
Coming out of the gate hot. Coming out of the gate hot. You have nothing else to say.
Mic drop.
Don't drop the mic. Look, it's not crazy to think.
It's going to happen.
I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, the Indian factor. I mean, the big.
The Indian factor.
What are you laughing at? It's the 1.3 billion people in India. What?
Nothing. Anyway, I think the fact that they've been doing
billion Scott.
We get it. We get it. Every time this comes up, where they have 2 pay-per-views like every couple weeks, and it's like random stuff. It's kind of filler almost. It doesn't surprise me that Jinder was a choice here. And I like the fact that they brought the Bollywood boys up. I think because it's a group.
What are they calling them now? The Singh brothers? Is that what we're going with?
I guess.
I think the Singh brothers.
The Singh brothers. I think they're gonna help him win. I think that's just gonna. It's that simple.
Well,
he doesn't have to hold it until
SummerSlam. And the Singh brothers are the key to the big argument, which is okay. Here's a guy who's just lost for years and years on TV over 2 different runs with WWE, but it's not like he won straight up. That would have made no sense. He got help from 2 other guys and a match against 5 other people so they can all cancel each other out. So perception-wise, it's okay, but they are moving forward until we get to presumably Backlash. They are going to have to do some hot and heavy, dare I say, even squash booking with Jinder.
It's like C-level authority. It's his Mercury.
Hey, SmackDown has a history of having these kind of factions.
Edge and the Edgeheads.
JBL in the cabinet. You know what I mean?
This is exactly why Jinder Mahal is going to win the WWE title. It's not too far-fetched, and the fact that they could label if he wins it just once for one day, it's like, oh well, an Indian boy guy was a WWE champion.
He does, he does. And I alluded to this a little bit on my audio podcast. I mean, he obviously looks shredded. You can make the jokes you want to make, but until he ever gets caught or actually proven that he's done anything wrong, I'm not saying he has, but until that happens, all you can say is the guy looks awesome. He's been vocal about how he's cleaned up his diet, cut out alcohol, all this stuff. So, I mean, here's a guy.
Maybe if you did
if I cut out alcohol, I would be shredded like him too. I'd be bulging out of this David Allen wardrobe. But until that point comes, he's capitalizing on a second chance at WWE. But let's talk more real quick about what really needs to be done for the perception. He has presumably a faction now, but what do we need to see for the next couple weeks so we get to Backlash?
I think
what has to happen?
He definitely has to have some more wins and one-on-one competition against he can't just beat random guys. He's got to have some maybe Sami Zayn. Is that too crazy? Him to beat Sami Zayn one-on-one?
And folks, that's Sami Zayn's role. And Sami Zayn's role is he's the guy you all love, but he's going to lose to who they need to push.
And this is all it's long-term booking for him. Sami Zayn's going to keep losing, and then he's going to randomly come up and he's going to win a title, and it's going to finally be that he'll answer your question of why is he the underdog because he keeps freaking losing, and it'll finally win.
I'll tell you what, I like Jinder's promo too.
I was going to say
it was very blunt. But it was kind of.
If he keeps that going, where he goes, well, you don't like that I look this way, and I'm doing this, and I can talk like this. It's the closest thing we'll ever get to Muhammad Hassan, and I hope Jinder Mahal wins the WWE title like I think it's going to happen.
I want to give a shout out for a call that I think is very smart. On my audio podcast, Wrestling Reality, which is presented by Ticket King, we often have one of the Ticket King VPs, Drew Baydala, who's also done a little bit of wrestling training himself, and Drew brought up a very good point. There's another guy who would fit right into this cast who's not being used,
Daivari.
And Arya Daivari. So
they should get the Sean Daivari back and actually do Muhammad Hassan.
I don't know if you're going to get Sean Daivari back on WWE TV.
I don't
Sean
know.
Daivari would say yes, but I don't know if you're going to get that just based upon a lot of other factors.
What factors?
I just don't think WWE has any interest in having Sean Daivari right now. I have no problem with Sean Daivari. I'm just saying I don't think he is. I think Arya Daivari is the current talent that they have some investment in, hence, i.e. he's on the roster, but I don't think.
All right, well then I say do you think Jinder Mahal wins, yes or no? Even no matter who is against, Orton, if it's at Backlash, is he going to win the title?
I think this year, yes, he does win
the WWE title.
The WWE Championship. But I don't necessarily know if it'll be the first time against Orton.
That's what I'm saying. I think
they might string this out a little bit.
They're going to string out Jinder Mahal.
Potentially.
Like Great Khali, Great
Khali was champion.
I know, but it's more of a he's a giant. No one can topple that.
It was a circus
Jinder Mahal's just a big,
he's a solid
generic top level guy now.
No, not generic. I mean, he was generic.
He just looks top.
He went from generic to he's the lead story on CSR.
3MB.
What else do you need to know?
3MB went from everybody now to random places. Now Drew's back in NXT. Heath is running away from Braun, and we've got the top guy on SmackDown.
Say it right.
Braun.
Thank you.
Jinder Mahal.
Maybe you're the Jinder Mahal of CSR. You're just going to pop up one day and you're going to have henchmen that are going to help take over the whole show. It could happen. We got plenty more chair shot reality this weekend. We got Josh Eisenberg to NXT in 90. We'll talk about Braun. We'll also talk about Finn Balor.
That was so lame.
The pollen has affected my voice this week.
It's the makeup.
No, it's the pollen.
You're allergic to
I'm
makeup.
having a House of Horrors match against pollen.
Oh
the pollen
God,
count is ridiculous.
Match, yeah.
It's unbelievable here in Pittsburgh. We'll talk about Braun. We'll talk about Finn Balor. We'll talk about House of Horrors match, Juice and Renell, all their wisdom in one segment. Don't go anywhere.